the thing. SUVs, or sport utility vehicles, are big business, accounting for 45% of cars sold in this country. They can cram in loads of kids, you get all the toys, and many are now plug-in, like this Hyundai 7-seater Santa Fe, a big family favourite.
But VW's new kid on the block shouts, do you really need an SUV? It's seriously aiming to take a slice out of their sales. And guess what? It's a van. Have we gone back to the 60s where vans were cool?
Feast your eyes on this, the Volkswagen T7 multivan.
Beauty.
Yeah. It's cool, isn't it?
It looks like a traffic cone.
Yeah. This is mono silver and energetic orange.
Do you have to pay extra for that?
Well, you do, and I wouldn't pay extra for it. I hate the colour. Look at it. It's a box. And that's good, because that's practical.
You can fit a lot in a box,
Yeah.
but it needs to look nicer on the inside.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
The VW in this spec, which includes keyless entry, a tricked-up infotainment system, and that rather eye-catching two-tone, will set you back 53 grand.
Prices for the Santa Fe start at £40,250, but this ultimate spec model is also a plug-in and has four-wheel drive, so costs around 49 grand. So they're both in the same ballpark, but the Hyundai is cheaper and has more kit.
So what's your EV-only range?
30 miles exactly, which is pretty good.
36?
Oh, it's going to be like that then, is it? Come on.
Hyundai first.
Yeah.
I'll take you for a drive.
We're doing 3 real-world tests, measuring first road comfort, second practicality, and third agility and handling. Welcome to my Santa Fe.
The SUV, as our benchmark, comes first.
Feel free to touch
Feel
my
free
premium
to touch.
surfaces.
And you know what, that's not bad, is it? It's quite nice.
It's not bad. This stuff on the roof is nice to feel. The progress Hyundai has made is astonishing.
They make good bits of kit now.
Do you know what I like? All the buttons.
I want volume on a button. I want my heating on buttons. It's all right, Grace. It's not a bad motor, I think. You've got engine on now, haven't you?
Yeah, so we're in hybrid mode at the moment.
It feels good on the road. It rides well. It's quiet. Feels quite refined.
Yeah, and it's comfortable. Are you comfortable? Your long legs?
I'm okay.
Does feel massive though. I'm looking out the rear window and it just seems to go back for miles.
Yeah, it's just big, actually, isn't it? Give it a bit of go-go. See what it goes like.
Right, we're in sport mode. That's flat-footed.
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah.
That's not very exciting, is it? On paper, the combined electric and petrol output is almost 260 horsepower.
Okay, so she's not very fast.
No, but it is a 2-ton SUV. I think Hyundai are going for more of the comfort and the practicality.
That's
a
why I
little
hate
bit
it.
sluggish.
I hate it because it's just slow.
But say you've got your family and your dog in the back, you want to be going a bit slow, don't you?
No.
So how does the multivan compare on the road?
You're comfy.
Yeah, surprisingly for a van. Plenty of leg room. I'm loving this double armrest. I just can't get over how spacious it feels.
But does van-like space mean this vehicle has van-like feel?
It's all right, isn't it? I like this dashboard. I like the materials. It looks like brushed nickel. It is. It's plastic.
Yeah.
But, do you know what I mean? It looks nice.
It does look expensive, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. It's groovy though, isn't it? I mean, it's cool in the back.
I like that there's a lot more quirks in this than the Santa Fe. Like, you even get a little van bin down here.
I've spotted those in the doors. They're good, aren't they?
How practical is that? You even get this centre console that we can have our drinks at here.
Very nice.
All these little bits that
Yeah, that's
make
good.
it.
Yeah.
Right, the ultimate test then would be to put your foot down and see what happens in the van. definitely noisier than the Santa Fe.
I mean, it goes okay.
But that picked up so much
Yeah.
more.
The VW has a slightly smaller 1.4 litre petrol engine, which combines with the electric motor to produce 218 horsepower.
It drives well enough. My only criticism is it's noisy. There's just a constant vanness to it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it drives like a very nice van.
So which motor clinches round one?
On just pure driving and a place to be, it would be the Hyundai.
I agree.
1-0 to the car.
The sponsor for this video is Hypervolt, and this is one of their new Hypervolt Home 3 Pro charging systems. One of the best things about the system is the software that comes with it, as it allows you to schedule your charging so you can take advantage of cheaper rates. And it also allows you to manage the energy that goes into your EV. So if you already have solar, then you can manage how much comes from the sun and how much comes from the grid. So if you're interested in getting the latest in British charging technology, then head over to the Hypervolt website at hypervolt.co.uk, or you can just click on the link below. Welcome back to the second part of our challenge, where we're comparing this large 7-seat SUV, the Hyundai Santa Fe.
It feels good on the road. It's not a bad motor, I think.
To something a bit left field, a VW multivan.
It looks like a traffic cone.
The SUV has become the default choice for most people who want plenty of space and an elevated driving position. But VW thinks something van-shaped could be an even better proposition.
Be comfy.
Yeah. Surprisingly for a van.
In our first challenge, we found out what the vehicles are like on the roads.
You could take this literally anywhere then.
Well, it's 4-wheel drive, so yeah.
Yeah.
And even though both vehicles drove well, we decided the refined Santa Fe was the daddy when it came to road manners and comfort. So the Hyundai is the car in front for now.
Right, so now we're going to move on to a test which has got multivan written all over it. Practicality. I don't think we should bother going through it, to be honest, because I'm going to win this one.
But maybe the Hyundai will be a more pleasant cabin for the family. So let's try it. But will all of them and all of that have any chance of fitting in? Plus me or Jason as a chauffeur? Now, that is a test and a half. The Hyundai is up first.
This is going to be no problem at all.
I think it will
Right,
be.
gang, load up the Hyundai.
Let's go. Gonna get out of the way.
With plenty of space and an electric boot, this should be easy.
Look at all this boot space.
You'll soon
That's
fill that
it,
up.
chuck it in.
Even without folding all the seats down, the Hyundai's boot has a massive 571 litres of space.
I love the way that kids pack boots.
Initially, it all goes well, with the important cargo disappearing happily.
We're in.
Is that everything? Right, everyone in?
But I'm not sure that Grace has seen the whole picture. The Santa Fe, yes, works well, but for a family of 4.
Right, everyone's in?
Yep.
We're good.
It's got 2 kids.
But the Rushbys, well, they're a family of 6.
But fear not. There's 2 seats underneath there.
Guys, everyone out. There's 2 more kids to go.
Poor Grace. She's not very good at spatial modelling. The 2 extra seats might need to be unfolded in order to use them.
Bring your stuff around the back. We'll load you in the boot.
And now she's got the kids to do all the heavy lifting. What a meanie.
Okay, let's have a look at these seats under here then. Give it a pull. There you go. 2 extra seats. So now we need to get all this stuff back in this space here, okay?
No chance.
Grace might be looking smug, but she hasn't thought this through. There's only 50 litres of space when the rear seats are being used.
Load it on
Do
top.
you want me to just go and get my van now? Because that's not going to
No,
work, is
we've
it?
got this, we've got this. Right, you guys all get in the car and I'll load up the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Actually,
so
what
let's
she
all
means
fit
is
in
she's
there.
going to throw the skateboards away.
Me first.
I don't want to admit defeat, but if I'm honest, things aren't looking great.
Right.
You just keep an eye on her, make sure she doesn't leave anything out, mind.
So the Rushby family are all comfortably seated, but I can't say the same for all their stuff.
They've got 4 scooters.
I'll get the van.
It's almost like a wise man once said. The van will walk this. It's what it was designed for. Let's go to work.
This is what you want? Right, get packing.
Even with all 7 seats in place.
We'll get everything in there.
You'll get everything in there.
The VW still has 469 litres of luggage capacity, plus there's more storage under the seats.
We'll get that in, won't we, eh?
This is brilliant.
There are advantages to driving around in a van. It's higher and it's squarer.
Come on.
And although it might not look like it, twice the amount of clobber fits in when all the seats are in play, compared to the Santa Fe.
We need a car like this.
And this time, all the family stuff seems to be going in easily. Right down to every last helmet and rucksack.
Perfect. This is where I put the window out with a skateboard. Bingo.
Not only that, but the van's quirky features are delighting my passengers.
Press that button then.
Press it hard.
That's it.
I
Look at this.
noticed
Put your
that.
sandwiches on there. You do jigsaw puzzles on there and everything. It's quite good at that, isn't it? And also this, you can move this around, backwards, forwards. Right, come on, we're late for the pub.
Did he say pull?
I think you might
Yep.
find that's a slam dunk to me.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
I'm not going to rub it in because the van's walked it, as it was always going to. It's SUV 1 and van 1. Big SUVs, such as the 7-seat Hyundai Santa Fe, sell in bucket loads. But VW think their new multivan or life van or whatever it is a smarter all-round bet for a big family. Are we looking at the next big motoring trend? These multi-seater hybrids are both around 50 grand, have plug-in electric motors, and are neck and neck, with one being more refined and one being bigger. Now, how do we separate them?
So, Grace, I weigh 2.2 tonnes. How about you?
Only 2 tons, so 200 kilograms less.
Okay, what about length?
I'm under 4.8 meters. You?
5. So what, 20 centimetres longer?
Well, neither is sold as a driver's car, but the way they handle under stress tells you how they'll feel on a long journey coming out of a roundabout. And trust us, if the chassis is baggy, you'll quickly fall out of love with it. And so, a slalom test it is.
Right then, come on, you can drive. Oh. See, I quite like that.
Just a touch of a button.
Yeah, I like that.
The Santa Fe can do 0 to 62 in 8.8 seconds, has a top speed of 116 miles per hour, and I've got 4-wheel drive for added traction.
So this isn't that scientific, but it's a slalom. We'll get a feel for... Because I think this is going to feel quite soft and wallowy.
Yeah, but let's give it a go.
Excellent.
You holding on?
I'm excited.
Go. Oh, the length of it. It's like, get it all round.
Do you know what? It doesn't feel as soft and wallowy as I thought. Do you know what I mean? So is this is 4-wheel drive, isn't it?
It is, yes. And we are in sport mode.
Oh, yes, we are, yes. It's...
A little bit of wheel spin.
36 seconds with 1 cone down. Actually, that's not bad.
quite fabulous.
Wow. I mean, that's standard supermarket car park driving, that. I thought I did all right.
Over to the multivan.
All the things
We've
are
got
kicking
everything
off.
going, haven't we? Now, some stats for you. Obviously, this is a bit heavier,
Yeah.
but it's only fractionally slower to 62, 9 seconds. That's all right.
Okay, yeah, a little bit slower.
Front-wheel drive only, but it won't make any difference through here.
and it actually has a slightly higher top speed of 119 miles per hour. Now that's not going to matter here, but could I thread the multivan's longer, wider shape through the cones and shame grace?
So I think it's going to be fine, actually.
It's going to be interesting. Okay, I'm holding on.
Well, it's not, we're not racing, obviously. We're just going to see what it feels like.
But still, it'd be kind of fun to make Grace in.
Oh, you fighter, she's a bit understeery there. It feels all right, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does feel a bit vanny, though.
I found the length of the Santa Fe going through the cones was, you felt the tightness of it. What does this feel like?
Feels great.
That's 1 second slower than the Hyundai, so surely that should be a victory for the SUV. Well, no, Jason won't accept defeat.
It did feel a bit slower than the Santa Fe.
Well, obviously, that's because you lunatic, were going at it like a fruitcake. I think that's perfectly acceptable, this.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I like it. The only bad thing with these is then you've got kids in the back, haven't you? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there, Dad? Can we stop?
Yeah.
Can we get some crisps?
Keep poking you on your shoulder.
Good
Oh,
girl.
someone's got to keep you on your toes.
Right, I feel I think we should have a brew.
We started off by asking whether an SUV really is the answer to a big family with about 19 scooters, and whether it's time for them to reassess and consider a van instead.
Which do you think we should say is the winner, the SUV or the multivan?
I like this one. I like the van. It's massive, so it's then practical. It drives really well on the road. It was all right in the slalom. What's not to like? I'm lusting after one of those. In fact, I think I want one at home.
Yeah.
As the family wagon. You?
For me, the practicality tops it as well. There's just so much space in that, and it feels spacious. The light interior, all the space you get up front and in the back.
Check you out. You're not even 29 and you're going for a van.
And what does that say? I can fit my bikes in the back, all the shopping, a load of mates, kids.
And you can't do this.
This is a good setup. Go on then.
So the VW takes the biscuit. Maybe SUV makers really should start worrying. Could this be a thing? Do you really need an SUV? Maybe you don't.